The Sacramento Kings are on a 10-game losing streak.
Being a fan of this team really isn't for the weak.
Some people on Twitter are saying our future's really bleak.
We lost 10. We lost 10. And now we lost to Memphis at home without Ja Morant.
I wonder if our fans will start a sell the team chant.
Nobody can save this franchise, not even Kevin Durant.
We lost 10.
We lost 10. Keegan Murray's on the way. Deandre Hunter's gonna save the day. Zach and DeMar won't go away. And the rookies will work hard because they came to play. We lost 10. We lost 10. We lost 10. Oh my gosh, we're 2 games away from the longest losing streak in Kings history.
That's actually crazy. But welcome back to the Kang Gang Pod.
Damn.
We are recording directly after our 10th loss in a row. This is unbelievable that we are at this point in the Sacramento Kings season, that we are 2 games away from history. I'm honored to be a part of it. But in more important news, we are hours away. This will be posted with 6 hours until the trade deadline. So everything we talk about today
may or may not come true.
May or may not come true.
May or may not. You never know.
That is true. But we have to address what happened in between our last recording. The Sacramento Kings traded away fan favorite. We've been talking about this for such a long time, and it finally happened. The Sacramento Kings traded Keon Ellis. I want to rephrase this. They attached Keon Ellis to dumping Dennis Schroder's salary to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Deandre Hunter. We just saw Deandre Hunter's first game in a Kings uniform today. First shot was a made 3 from the corner. He had, 8 points tonight?
Yeah, he had 8 points.
8 points, a couple rebounds, a couple defensive plays. But, man, let's just give our flowers to Keon Ellis one last time.
Yeah. Shout out Ellis Island. Shout out to him coming in clutch when we played the Warriors in the play-in, clamping Stephen Curry. That will always be a favorite moment of mine. And just his defensive prowess, being a fan favorite. Shout out to the local guy. He knew the vision from right at the beginning of 2022. He said, let's go get this guy. And my God, I could never have been more right about it. The local guy, got to give his flowers to him. I know he works hard at Arby's, but he knew in the scouting report while working at Arby's that Keon Ellis was the guy. And
he proved it with his time here. It's so sad to see him gone. He had his first game today, and it was not in a Kings uniform. It was crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it hasn't sat in.
He's actually making his comeback to Sacramento on Sunday with Dennis Schroder.
I thought it was Saturday.
Sorry, Saturday.
Yeah.
This weekend, it's coming up in a couple days. But
sheesh.
Yeah, having Keon Ellis on this team, it's been a joy. I think we mishandled the situation from the get-go. I think we should have picked up the option when Scott took over. But
yeah, that was the immediate thing you got to do.
It was a mishandled situation. But there's a little bit of hope that, we had till February 9th to make a deal happen. Unfortunately, we spent all of our money on bringing in Dennis Schroder, and then full circle moment, you just attach Keon to get rid of the Dennis contract.
Crazy.
So the way it happened, it's a little frustrating. It's a little sad, but I'm just glad Keon Ellis gets to play some winning basketball. But we do get a wing in return. I said this multiple times. I think this move would have been perfect when Fox was here.
Mm-hmm.
Fox was begging the front office to put some bigger wings around him. I think Deandre Hunter would have been a great piece to add to that prior roster, but I don't want to talk too much about what could have been. We have to talk about now. Deandre Hunter is he's 6'8", right?
6'7",
6'8".
6'8".
He's a big guy, big guard. He could shoot the ball. He's having career lows as of when we got him, but we know what he's capable of, and this front office is very high on Deandre Hunter. So seeing him in a Kings uniform tonight, it looked like he fit in as much as he could have. We would have liked to see more shot attempts from him, but he was in the starting lineup, which caught me by surprise right away. But it's great to see DeAndre Hunter here. him and a Keegan Murray duo. They both average about 14 points per game. So I'd like to see both of that rise once the roster hopefully turns over tomorrow, but we will see. But yeah, I like what I saw out of Deandre Hunter tonight, and just as a player, I think Deandre Hunter does fit what the Kings are trying to do. However, just the way we got him,
it just wasn't the right.
It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right getting rid of the guy that. I mean, there was apparently every single team in the NBA was interested in him, and then Lonzo Ball gets 2 second-round picks. I mean, we get nothing. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want to get too.
And then we traded away a second-round pick. I'm sorry, I had to say it. I had to get it out. It
was a 3-for-1. I forgot to even mention. I mean, Dario Saric, he's getting passed around like a because he got to Chicago and then Chicago just sent him away. So he's getting treated like Dennis Schroder last season. So
Dang, man,
a 3-for-1 and getting rid of a second-round pick to bring in Deandre Hunter.
That's a lot of money, man, and a lot of players.
And now we're in the luxury tax, by the way. So keep that in mind. So that's why I think there's got to be a move that happens tomorrow. Nothing happened. We saw Scott Perry at the game today. He was like in a direct line, hands on the bench, watching the game. I was like, shouldn't you be, there's a ticking time bomb going on, Scott. Shouldn't you be in the office on the phone? He wanted to support the 10-game losing streak because I think he's more focused on this draft than the trade deadline. Speaking of the trade deadline, we're not going to talk about too much about the game because there's a lot more important stuff to talk about. Obviously, Keon Ellis, Dennis Schroder are on different threads. Deandre Hunter is in, and there's a lot of rumors that have been happening, and none of it has come true. RT, do you want to talk about the current situation that the Kings have about the conversations they've had and just kind of update the people where we're at?
Yeah, I mean,
as of right now.
Yeah. There's a lot of up and back and forth. Really, the main thing is there's two things that are really, really happening, right? The first one that's really, truly happening is but the Domantas Sabonis rumors, right? And it's going to Toronto. And there's been multiple rumors where people are wanting Sabonis and that the Toronto was really interested in them. And there's this back and forth with wanting Jakob Poeltl because his contract is crazy and he has medical issues. So he might have an early retirement. And then there's also this where you have to kind of like think about, okay, does RJ Barrett fit this timeline? Does what players could fit? Are we getting multiple first-round picks? There was an offer on the table today. It was Chris Middleton and a first-round pick from Washington for Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah, so Washington was a heavy, out-of-nowhere kind of suitor for Domantas Sabonis. They were going to flip Chris Middleton and one of their picks, which are valuable because it's coming from Washington. So their picks are very valuable right now. Scott Perry said no. The whole Toronto Raptors situation with RJ Barrett, with Agbaji, with their young players, Jakob Poeltl, they wanted to rope in a third team. There were rumors that Memphis Grizzlies could have been that team to take Jakob Poeltl on it. So then there's rumors that John Morant would come here. Obviously, John Morant was in the building today. It's well known that John Morant and his team do not want John Morant coming to Sacramento, but they were willing to take on the Jakob Poeltl, which made it sound like they would swap the Poeltl money for the John Morant money to get him out, and maybe they would rope him.
Might be a 3-team deal.
And like that had a lot of leverage to it. But then while we're at the game, the Warriors made a Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield trade
for Porzingis. Dude, what?
And Tracy Jackson Davis to Toronto for 1 second-round pick, so then they get a young center. Does that mean that they're going to try and dump Poeltl, grab Sabonis, and have Tracy Jackson Davis as their backup, or do they why did they get Jackson Davis? Stuff has to happen tomorrow. I don't know what it is. I don't know, but what I do know is that Scott Perry is trying to sell as high as possible, get as much in return as possible for Sabonis. And if he doesn't like what he's getting, he's going to wait until the offseason, which a lot of people on Twitter today, they were like, oh, you should have taken that Middleton and Wizards pick. If you could dump the Sabonis salary for that Wizards pick, that's worth it right there. So now we're at a standstill. As of right now at the recording, it's about 11:45 at night.
We're basically about
12 hours.
12 hours and 15 minutes away until the deadline.
Yeah, about 12. Yeah.
12 hours.
About 12 hours away. And we don't know what was happening. We also had some rumors today that the Kings were interested in maybe buying out DeMar so that he could go join
That
a
was
team.
my next topic.
But
yeah.
then it was like debunked. Like I don't know. Like there was rumor that they were interested in that, then that they weren't. So like I don't really know. So we don't know what's gonna happen with DeMar. I'm really shocked that there's not one team that would want a 20-point per game score. I don't know, but obviously it's because the play style and he's older. Obviously I get that, but the 10 million guaranteed. I don't know. I think there's a lot of something that's appetizing for another team.
Well, here's another thing too. I listened to the Alan Stiles show on my way home from work, right? And another thing too is that DeMar wants to play through this entire contract. So for the rest of the year, because he does get that 10 million guaranteed, he can basically choose to either stay with the team or go somewhere else next year. So that way somebody else can pay off their books and he gets the 10 million guaranteed regardless. So in a buyout situation, I don't think DeMar is going to miss out on money because he wants the money, at this point. So at that point, you're kind of like saying like, hey, you're kind of at a standstill. You can't really trade DeMar because he's 36 years old. And because I'd be shocked if a buyout happens because I just don't think DeMar is going to be a person that he's done his time being on championship teams and championship contending teams. He's done his time being on perennial playoff teams. He just wants to make enough money as a player, and I don't blame him for that. I mean, some players would do the same, right?
Wait, so you think that he doesn't care about winning? He just wants to stick.
I think
stay in the league.
Well, I think he wants to stay in the league. I think two, his contract in itself, if he buys out, he misses out on partially the rest of his contract. Like that pretty much goes away. So I don't think the contract for him, he wants to play out this entire year, just that way he is able to have his full contract all the way through. And then he can decide, okay, do I buy myself out at the end of the offseason or do I trade myself so I can still get that 10 million guaranteed?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with the DeMar situation. Hopefully tomorrow they could come up with something, but yeah, right now it seems like Scott Perry isn't really as active as we thought. Obviously that Keon Ellis one was hopefully like that move doesn't make sense if that's the only move you make. But we did convert Dylan Cardwell to a standard contract, so that's amazing. Yeah. Yep.
Shout out to Dylan, by the way, man.
Oh yeah,
Shout
we have a crazy story. So we were sitting super close at the game tonight. Shouts out. We got shout out some people. We got shouts out Devon. We got a shouts out Ticketmaster. We got a shouts out Elise. We got a
Elise
shouts out.
is the GOAT, man.
He's freaking awesome. And we'll also shout out Kenny because he was there too. And Camille, got a shout out her. I mean everyone. Anyways, you're gonna see a video at some point. I'm mic'd up at a game. I brought RT with me. They interviewed me and everything. They got us super close seats, and so we were just having a really fun time watching the game tonight. And during warm-ups, I yelled out to Dylan because it was quiet, and I got his attention. He turned around, he kind of did a double take, and then he recognized us, and then he gave us a point. And then as he got closer, he walked over to like the courtside area, and then was like shouting out to us that he's like, "I love your guys' podcast. Keep it up!" Like. So
that made my entire year.
It was freaking awesome.
It was so good.
That was so cool. So shouts out Dylan for supporting what we're doing. We're just trying to make the boys laugh, and I'm glad that we're bringing some joy to the season that we're having. But yeah, Dylan Cardwell is now on a standard contract, which is incredible. We're a big fan of his, obviously, and we love his story, and we love his come up, and we love that he's going to be here for a while. So this is great. But yeah, that was like the one plus from that Schroder trade, if you want to say, because we have like him officially on the roster. But I would have to suspect that Scott Perry's gonna do something. If he doesn't do anything in the next 12 hours, I'll be shocked. Why would we be a luxury tax team as the worst team in the NBA? That makes no sense because DeAndre Hunter's contract is more expensive than Keon's, Schroeder's, and Saric's combined.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's no way that.
I don't know.
We stay. I think.
What's going on in Sacramento?
I believe in Scott because I feel like you make that move because you have something else in store.
What's going on?
And I feel like, I don't know, Sabonis tonight, he looked like he was trying to please the masses. It looked like an audition tape to show his future home that he's got it still. Because he had 22 points in the first
20 in the first half.
He was cooking. And then the ethical tank gods kept us losing that game at the end.
Yeah, it was so interesting because we had a closing lineup, correct me if I'm wrong, of Nick Clifford, Devin Carter, DeMar DeRozan, Dylan Cardwell. I can't remember if it was Westbrook or Monk that closed it out. I can't remember if it was...
It wasn't Westbrook.
Was it Monk?
It might have been, Monk, I think. Or Hunter. Maybe not.
Oh,
Hunter.
No, maybe it was DeAndre Hunter. I don't know.
I can't remember, but I know Russ wasn't out there. Yeah, it was really interesting. So that's making me think obviously they're cautious of the... Wait, was tonight our 40th loss?
Yeah, our 40th loss.
Oh my God, we got to celebrate.
Damn.
12-40, baby.
Woo!
This is such a wild year. Such a wild year. And it's going to hopefully get wilder tomorrow.
2 more games until we're officially under 500.
Yeah. Wait, say it.
2 more losses until we're officially under 500. We guarantee ourselves if we lose 2 more games, we guarantee ourselves an under 500 season.
Oh.
It's a guaranteed losing season.
We're way below that.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You caught me off guard for a second.
Let me just get it out.
Let me get to 42. Or no, 41. Once you get to 41.
41's right at 500.
Yeah.
It's just a neutral season. But if it's no, and we're not like those guys. We're getting 40 wins this year. No, that's not happening.
No, we're not getting 20 this year.
Chase.
Yeah, so the fact that we're on a 10-game losing streak right now and we're playing who's next?
We play the Clippers next.
Clippers, then Cavs. Crazy. Yeah, we're not winning either of those. Okay. So, obviously, we're going to be filling you all in on our thoughts once these trades happen tomorrow. I think we're going to do a live tomorrow. I think Johnny and I are going to do one. I think. We'll see. We'll see if he comes. I think he's going to.
Yeah, he'll be there.
I think he'll come.
He said it. He said it on the group chat.
So
he was.
We'll see.
So,
so we'll do that, and we'll be live. We'll post a link. But I'm sure if you're subscribed, you're probably going to see it.
If you hit the notification bell, that's how you will know.
Yeah, hit the notification bell if you want to just stick it out with us, because I know you're going to be on Twitter at work anyway scrolling. You might as well put a little AirPod in and watch us live react to stuff, and we could break the news to you. I think that would be fun.
Exactly.
That's basically what I'm doing in all my group chats. I'm just right as I get the notification, I send it to the Kang chat. I send it to my SoCal chat, both SoCal chats, and then my chat with my brother and my dad. And then I have all 4 different conversations I'm talking about these trades.
Yep.
Speaking of which, let's dive into what has happened.
Dive in.
Because this deadline, I believe this has been a stellar deadline.
It's been a surprising deadline, man.
Surprise! Really
I'm surprised.
Big names are being moved. Archie, where do you want to begin?
I think we got to begin with the craziest trade of them all. The most out of sorts trades. Because when I saw this trade, I just had to laugh. Because
we were cracking up.
I was cracking up because Anthony Davis gets traded to the Washington Wizards. And you know who it was in return? This trade was crazy. It was Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum to the Washington Wizards for Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi Brannon, and this is my favorite part, Marvin Bagley, 2 first-round picks, and 3 second-rounders.
The only thing I hear is Luka got traded for Bagley, which RT coined
right away. It was right away.
Right as you saw Bagley, you're like, they really traded Luka for Bagley. So now the Kings fans are safe now. We're finally safe. From what happened.
We're safe. We're no longer cursed. We're no longer cursed. Nico Harrison.
Curse is lifted.
Nico Harrison has done miracles for us for not making us look like absolute idiots. Because this was
oh my gosh, that's so
funny. My God. What does Nico Harrison know?
What on earth?
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah, you get the 2 first-round picks. You get the second-round picks. But what are you doing? You get a young AJ Johnson. I think he cooked us when we lost to the Wizards the other night. He absolutely cooked us. He's only 21 years old, and he's definitely got a lot of potential there. So I think that was one good piece.
Sheesh.
But Chris Middleton is just, he's not a future, what do you even want to call it? A stepping stone to greatness?
No, he's old. He's old now. He's like 30. He's like this, probably the same age as DeRozan, maybe a year younger.
Yeah. So it's just like, what?
Damn.
Why did you even get yourself into this situation in the first place?
I don't
it's
get
just
that.
so crazy.
Something's off. Something's off.
That trade was so wild to me. For Dallas's sake, yeah, I guess you get to load up on some picks to build around Cooper, but it's starting to get a little exciting over there in the nation's capital.
Something's brewing.
I think Trae Young, and I mean, obviously these are injury-prone players that we're talking about, but if healthy, I think it could be fun on League Pass to watch a little Trae Young, a little Anthony Davis. They got
Trey Johnson, who I like a lot. They got Bilal,
Keyshawn George,
Keyshawn George,
I like Keyshawn George,
Alex Sarr.
Yeah, see now
this is solid.
And then like
AD
at the 4 with Sarr at the 5. I think that dude, like they have something brewing.
And then they have a top 5 pick too potentially. So.
Yeah, so I think
and
they're probably not going to play those guys this season. They're probably just going to
they're resting them.
They're trying to get that the greatest pick they can. So I think the Wizards did a great job with that trade. But now we know where the Wizards stand. That's their core, and they're just going to keep building to it. So yeah, I like it for the DC boys. I like it. For Dallas, it's just
like, what the hell are you doing?
It's just really funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
A Cooper Flag and Marvin Bagley front court's going to just be
interesting.
It's going to be popcorn.
It's just going to be interesting. It's interesting to say the least.
Okay, I want to jump into the Kuminga.
Oh yeah,
and Buddy Hield out of nowhere trade for Porzingis. That means they're out of the Giannis sweepstakes.
Yeah.
What?
I don't understand that trade for Golden State. I just don't understand that trade for either side.
What is Porzingis' health right now? He is just such a mystery to me. I have no idea. I guess fully healthy. I mean, obviously, if Porzingis is not hurt, Porzingis is going to help your team, but I don't know. I don't know.
Wow.
Right when we were at the game and you broke that news to me, RT, I was shocked that that's what they decided to do with Kuminga. I was like, that's the guy that you think is going to help right now?
Yeah. And it was just weird because it was just a straight up, like it was just 2 for 1.
Yeah, that was
picks were attached. It was a weird trade.
It was a really, really weird trade. What do you think about it for Atlanta's side? Do you like that for them?
I don't even know. Right? Where's Kuminga fit?
What does that do for Atlanta? I have no idea.
Where does Kuminga fit in this? Like that whole roster is just fielded with weird misfits. I know they have the Pelicans first round pick. Thanks to the Derek Queen trade.
On just getting that and then
just figuring the roster out from there. Probably
they don't really have a point guard right now.
No, they're trying
to
Dyson
Daniels.
Yeah, they're trying to get Darren Peterson or something. I mean, I don't know.
That was a very interesting trade.
That's so weird.
I think a very good trade was the Boston Celtics trading for Vucevic.
Yep,
I think that because I agree. They got the position of need that they wanted, and he's not making too much money. It's like around $22 million a year. And Vucevic is just freaking nice. Vucci Main is
Vucci
nice.
Main, baby.
And Anthony Simons, obviously, he was having a good year for them. Like the reason why Boston was so good was like their guard depth was just fantastic. So you lose a little bit of depth.
You don't really need it. Yeah.
But they never got Simons because they needed him in the first place. And with the expiring, it just kind of made sense to just kind of get him and then see what you can do. Then they flip him for Vooch, and I'm like, that's
a great move.
I think makes Boston like a even bigger threat than what we were saying about them.
And I've said it on this podcast even before,
for sure,
that I was taking Boston to come out of the East, but now it's like, how do you not take Boston?
This just makes them.
How do you not do it without?
Way better.
Yeah, way better. They get the rebounding. You put Kata.
shooting.
Yeah,
The
you put
shooting
Kata.
for
Yeah, you get Kata, and that's like you can do a 5-out offense with Vucevic. He rebounds. Like, it's such a great fit because he doesn't need to be this ball dominant scorer that he's asked to be in Chicago. He can really just be utilized in a 5-out offense with Joel Mazzulla, and you have Jaylen Brown, Pritchard, Derek White. Oh my gosh! And I know they're probably doing the right thing with Tatum, just resting him. But
he could come back though.
He could.
Depending on where they are.
Yeah.
He could
and they could just
totally come back.
They could just immediately take over. I would not be surprised if Boston finds a way to make the finals. And if they get a 80% Jason Tatum, I would not be surprised if they hoisted up a Larry O'Brien trophy.
It could be interesting.
I think this is the dark horse team that really, really does it for me.
I really think anyone could beat anyone.
I think so too.
Like
it's very beatable.
Yeah, it's
very beatable.
The way the landscape is right now. Okay, let's
open.
talk about. We can talk about the Triple J one.
Yeah,
that one.
Jaren Jackson.
That one was wild. I really like it for obviously for the rebuilding Grizzlies. I mean, you got picks and you got young players, so that's obviously a plus. But I really like it for Utah. Honestly, I think Laurie. Now they obviously know where they stand with Laurie because obviously he was kind of like a trade piece for a long time because they were kind of ahead of schedule in their rebuild. Like they were like a little bit too good because obviously most improved player. Keontae George is crazy. So with Keontae, Laurie, and then you bring in Triple J.
Sheesh.
But right now in the standings, they don't have that many wins, so they probably are hoping that they lose a majority of the second half of the season so that they could land a big pick. Because if you get a top 5 with Utah and you throw it in with that, oh my gosh, that's a great foundation. But yeah, I think I didn't even realize that Triple J is only 26 too. So like he fits the
steal.
timeline, and they kept Ace Bailey obviously. So
yeah, they kept Bryce. Yeah, they kept Bryce Sensabaugh too.
They kept a lot of
they kept
Filipowski.
Filipowski, Walker Kessler.
Yeah,
Laurie Markkinen.
They still got tons of good depth on their team.
Isaiah Collier's still there too. He had 22 assists the other night.
I saw that. He played the Ironman game all 48 minutes.
Yeah,
insane. Yeah, I really like what's brewing up in the Salt Lake City. So, and then on the Grizzlies end, they're still a good team with or without Triple J. With or without Triple J or Ja.
I mean, we saw tonight, right? We saw we saw Ty Jerome just hoop his ass off.
Masterclass. I kept calling him Michael Jordan.
He was pulling from Steph Curry range tonight. There in the fourth quarter, he took one from 30 feet. I'm like, and Christian and I looked at each other. We're like, damn.
I almost fell out of my seat. Yeah, dude, Ty Jerome is so nice.
He had 28 tonight, man.
Crazy game.
And then Cam Spencer had 20.
Yeah, that was
KCP had 15.
Yeah, they got
GG
guys.
Jackson at 16. Jalen Wells had 18. Yeah, I mean they just shoot the lights out. They made 18 threes at 44% clip. So yeah, disgusting.
So I like that trade for both, but for both sides. Obviously, I think we could have seen this coming with the Bane trade because obviously they got a bunch of picks back with that trade last season, and then or in the offseason. Was it offseason?
Yeah, it was the
offseason, and then now the Triple J, and now who would have thought that Triple J and Bane you'd get way more for them than for John Morant? Yeah, like when you first had those three in their prime together, who would have thought that Ja would be?
Oh yeah, you thought they were going to be? Yeah, there would be. You could, it's crazy how 3 years ago everybody was a fan of the Grizzlies, and now. Yeah. Poof.
They're not finding the West anymore.
Not finding the West.
In the West.
Not finding the West.
So that trade was very interesting. And then this one caught me by surprise.
Yeah, I want to talk about this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Jared McCain.
This one hurt a little bit.
I was kind of surprised.
This one hurt.
This one was wild. I thought for sure.
Break it down.
Because Jared McCain went for a Rockets first round pick and then 3 second round picks. So that's so interesting. And it's so interesting how that works because Jared McCain, when he was rising on the scene as a rookie before he got injured, he looked like damn near the rookie of the year. And then they said, all right, we're good.
But in the Thunder system, they're gonna polish that guy. No pun intended.
They're gonna get like the blue and orange nails. Pun intended. Oh man.
They're calling that the social media team. Because all the TikTok boys are on that team now. But
could you imagine the first TikTok with J-Dub, the other Jalen, and then Jared, the Triple J's?
I already know.
Oh my god!
I already know that the Triple J's
They're gonna be a boy band, I swear.
They should be. But I already know that when Jared got the notification that he got traded, he's probably like, yes, I have some people to co-star in my videos now. but honestly, though, Jared McCain, if you've listened to most of our podcasts, we've mentioned Jared McCain.
Oh, yeah.
We'd love him in a Kings uniform.
Love it.
Bring him home. So
Bring it home.
yeah, that would have been fantastic.
Make it happen,
But
guys.
it's really crazy that OKC got in the mix out of nowhere, and then they reported that Shea has an abdominal injury,
abdominal.
and he's going to be out reevaluated after the All-Star break. So McCain's going to get some good minutes. Obviously, AJ Mitchell has been having a spectacular season too. So now they have like 3 like really good guards. I don't know when fully healthy like how they're going to utilize Jared McCain, but if there's one team that could figure it out, it's OKC. So they did a great job with that trade. So I think OKC won that trade by
a mile.
By a mile. What's next?
James Harden to Cleveland.
Oh my god.
James Harden to Cleveland.
I like it. I'll say
I like it too, man.
I like it for both teams. I like
it too, man.
I think it's shocking though because the Clippers were 17-4 and James Harden was going crazy, and Kawhi and James and everyone were flowing so well, and then of course James Harden always looking out for the bag, and he forced a way out, and it happened immediately.
I don't think he was looking for the bag at that point. He was just looking for the situation, because at that point, why would you look for a bag when you're trying to get a situation? He's just trying to go from winning situation to winning situation to winning situation to winning situation. How many times has this guy been traded in his career?
Like 6 times now.
How many times has he?
But he's forcing these trades.
He's the one that's starting him because he forced his way. Well, the first one to Houston was not a forced trade. Like let's like.
Oh yeah, that one.
But after that, it was him going to Brooklyn, and then he wanted to go to Philly, and then he wanted to go to LA, and now he wants to head to Cleveland. That's insane.
Yeah.
Four of them. Four.
No, it's
Four.
pretty wild that he gets his way every time.
That's
Like,
crazy.
he really has a lot of power in the league. But I mean, he's been playing great. He's been putting up numbers comparable to like 2019 James Harden.
Like kind of in a way. I mean, he's averaging 23 points a game. Like just solid numbers, nothing out of the ordinary, right?
He's really great, but yeah, I think that trade, I would like to see it work in Cleveland. I think Donovan Mitchell needs to get out of the second round. I think this could potentially help.
He needs to get out of the second round.
He needs
Holy
to
crap.
prove that he could play great basketball in the playoffs, which he's
averaging 25, eight assists a game, third in the NBA.
He's going crazy. So,
jeez.
But he's looking out for his long-term contract because he knows he's going to get one more, and the Clippers weren't going to give it to him.
Man, and he's going to make his debut against us on Saturday. So
yeah, I would love to go to that game, see Keon, and see James Harden in a Cavs uniform. Dude, that's just freaking crazy. The Cavs could be really good if they figure out how to make that whole thing.
They gotta have the right matchups too.
But that team with Dennis off the bench and Keon, dude, that team is so nice.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They gotta have the right matchups in the playoffs.
That team could be really, really, really good.
I think so too.
Especially because of number 23.
Let's see what other
Keon Ellis.
What?
Oh wait, Keon Ellis is what number is he?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. Let me check.
What number is Keon?
I not look at the stats.
He can't be 23. That was LeBron's number.
Yeah,
but it's not retired.
No, I don't know. He is.
What number?
Oh, they didn't say his number. They didn't show it yet. Let me do a little sleuthing. Keep talking about some other stuff. I'm gonna do a little bit of sleuthing right now.
I think Cleveland could be very good. I think that move, obviously, you're trading in someone who's 36, trading out someone who's 26. But Darius Garland, that guy was injured a majority of the season. He has this toe injury that he can't figure out how to get right. Now he could go to the Los Angeles Clippers and hopefully like rehab himself to fully healthy where he could actually play more than 2-3 games in a row. I have him in fantasy, so I know. I'm like, this guy's out every other game, and he's just tanking my season. But I think it's good for.
Oh wow, Keon Ellis is 14.
The Troy Bolton number.
Yeah, we're breaking free. Sick. We're soaring.
I might need to get that.
Flying.
I might need to get that.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But yeah, I like it for both sides. I think that trade, it happened so fast out of nowhere. I think that was like shocking when that report came out that James Harden and the Clippers both want to move him. I thought that was crazy, but he lands in a really good place, and I think obviously the Cavs were struggling this year. What are they, 6th or 7th in the?
They were in the play-in range, like 6th seed for a little bit. They were in the 7th seed for a little bit too.
This should get them into the top 4, hopefully, for their sake. But I think on paper that team looks pretty nice. I just don't know if James Harden could fully commit to being like the pass first guard to like, because like it's Donovan Mitchell's team still. But who knows how they're gonna? But apparently, I was seeing reports that Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland didn't really enjoy playing with each other, and that Donovan Mitchell wanted James Harden.
Wow.
And then there was another report, I don't know how valid this is, that they're going to try, both of them, James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, are going to try and recruit Mr. James.
Come on. Bring him back home.
Bring him back home in the summer. So that
get him out of that ugly purple and gold. Get him out of that purple and ugly gold.
I think that's the perfect way for his career to end, and then just
get
one season.
Get a ring. Get ring 5. Just pack up on out of there.
Just dip into the luxury tax. Just pay. Just keep Jared Allen, Mobley, LeBron, Harden, and
that's a good team.
And Mitchell.
That's a good team.
Just like pay what it costs. I saw the top owners, like how much they make, and the Cavaliers owner is like, he makes so much money that it's stupid. So like he has the money to dip in the tax, and you should do it for LeBron's final year. I think that's a great way for him to go out, and he actually would have a really high chance of winning if it was with crazy Cleveland. Would it be that Keon Ellis would be on LeBron's? Are you kidding me?
Dennis Schroder, dude, the bench, Jalen Tyson,
dude, that team could be so nice.
If you had LeBron James, this is probably a title contender.
Oh, for sure, it has to be.
Just do it, LeBron. So get out of that ugly purple and gold. Let Luka run the show.
Yeah, you have
to. Get out of that ugly and purple gold. It doesn't fit you. It's hard. It's hard for me to defend him. I was so loud on Instagram and Twitter before LeBron signed with the Lakers, but ever since then, he has ruined his legacy by being a Los Angeles Laker. He won one chip and has had 3 first-round exits. Unacceptable.
You could call it half a chip. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and like it's a bubble ring, but I mean,
I love calling it that just because it stirs up the Laker fans. But I think that's a great trade for both sides, and I think Cleveland, if they could figure it out, that could be excellent for them.
Kobe White, like Charlotte. We'll kind of go over these quickly.
I like Charlotte. I like Charlotte right now.
They're gonna get good.
They're hot. Give me 7 in a row.
Yeah, give me a playoff team in Charlotte.
Come on, let's bring it home.
Bring it home. Lonzo Ball to Utah. We'll see.
That's probably not gonna.
That probably won't be last.
Get Lonzo to Charlotte too.
Yeah. Oh, the Ball brothers. That'd be
Lonzo
sick.
To Charlotte. Come on.
That'd be sick. Jaden Ivey to.
Yeah, that one's interesting.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago has like so many guards right now. I'm really curious what they're cooking up. I have no idea what they're doing. They have all guards on their team right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Interesting. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, and then
Kevin Huerter.
Kevin Huerter to Detroit and Dario.
Yeah, Dario ain't doing.
And then Detroit receives a 2026 protected swap from Minnesota.
Yeah, that was huge. Yeah, Minnesota. I know this is a Kings podcast, but we're not going to be good for the next 5 years. So, if I'm Giannis, imagine Giannis and Anthony Edwards on the same team for the next 5 years, while Giannis is in his prime, with Gobert for defense, with Dante for spreading the floor for shooting, and Naz Reid there for being what Naz Reid does. A lineup of Anthony Edwards, Dante DiVincenzo, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Naz Reid, and Rudy Gobert. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's
crazy. A crazy starting 5. That is wild.
Let Ant run the show.
You let Ant run the show and let Giannis do what he does. I think that would be insane. And then you send Julius and McDaniels to Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, that's a good building block right there, too.
Exactly. They're both, what?
They're both
20.
Yeah, Julius Randle's, I think, 31. Julius Randle's 31.
He's 31 already?
I think Julius Randle's 31.
No way.
Yeah, I think Julius is 31.
That's insane.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, 31.
Jeez. Yeah, maybe they might not want that, but we'll see. I don't know if Giannis has say though. He could say, "Get me here," and they'll have to make it happen. Obviously, Giannis is still in play for the Knicks. I don't think he's in play for the Warriors now.
No.
So, or the Bucks could just push this off to the summer, which
probably gonna happen.
They'll probably get more in return, but as NBA fans, it's just like,
could you imagine Giannis?
Make it happen.
Could you imagine Giannis getting traded for like the number 1 pick in this draft to somebody?
It could happen to Atlanta.
It could happen, and imagine Atlanta having the right pieces around it too to make that happen. Like,
if I'm the Bucks, I'm saying give me Jalen Johnson in the pick, and you could have Giannis.
Yeah. I don't think Atlanta would do it though.
That would set them up for, I
just don't think Atlanta would do it though.
But if you do that, then like, what does that do for Atlanta? It
does nothing.
You're doing a Bucks situation. Like, you have to build around Giannis. It's like you have to get Giannis to a place that already is established, and he just fits right in. Yeah, so we'll see about that. Are there any other trades we're missing?
I mean, we covered most of them.
It's been a busy.
Yeah, we covered most of them. Yeah, Vic Krejci, we don't really care about. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, obviously tomorrow is the big day.
Come on,
tomorrow is the big day.
Tomorrow is the day.
What trades are you predicting that are going to happen tomorrow? Let's just talk about it. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. Let's talk about some of the trades.
I think they figure out a Sabonis split. I think they figure it out. I think they figure out a way to move Sabonis.
Okay.
I don't know what we're getting. I don't know, but it seems like Scott's just trying to sell high, which I get because he just wants to look like best interest of the team, get as much assets as you can. But I don't know. It's starting to get to the point where it's like we're 12-40. We got to move off. We got to move off of this money.
You have to. Not only for just money's sake, but also for tanking sake.
Yeah, but like with all these trades that have been happening, like you can't predict any of that.
No.
So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who's going to be like the last minute team to make a swing, but we have guys that are obviously could help you win games, and obviously they make a lot of money, so it makes it difficult. But if we just get off of that money, I think it's going to make all of us feel a little bit better moving forward.
Yeah.
I think just because Sabonis has been the name circulating the most, I would say him. I hope DeMar can find a home. The Lakers haven't made any moves yet, so I'm like,
glad that they aren't.
So I'm interested because normally they are so active at the deadline. But I was also hearing that they think that what they have right now is good, which I don't believe in.
No.
Because their defense is terrible. DeMar DeRozan would make their defense a lot worse, so I think they're going to stay away from that. But yeah, I would say Sabonis. What about you?
Yeah, I think Sabonis probably. I'm on the opposite side. I don't know. Because this whole Jakob Poeltl thing with him potentially ending his career early due to a medical injury, it's kind of a dilemma for me because I just don't know. Because especially if you turn down an offer for the Wizards pick where it was Sabonis and Chris Middleton, not Sabonis and Chris Middleton, but Chris Middleton in the first round pick, and you don't get anything done in return, it kind of makes you kind of look like a fool. And I just don't know if Scott Perry is going to really pull the trigger with this Toronto situation, because if it's not the case, then like I just don't know what's going to happen. Abaji, who was supposed to be a guy that was on that list, is now somewhere else. And now I just really am in limbo as like, do they, and especially with the way that they ended this game tonight against the Grizzlies, Sabonis didn't close that game. Levine didn't close that game. So is it more?
Obviously, we're not trying to win right now.
Yeah, and it's like, it's more.
Just move them for anything.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But even if they stay, like how much is Sabonis going to have closing minutes for the rest of the season?
That sounds like
not a lot.
And Levine obviously didn't touch the floor, but DeMar did. So I'm just like, is it just going to be on a nightly basis? Figure it out,
or matchup basis? I don't know.
No clue. I have no clue. But we're 12-40, so whatever we're doing is working. So maybe like just keeping them and writing it out is just going to get us our best chance of the lottery pick, and then from there, then you make the moves.
Yeah,
I don't know. I would like to see other guys in our uniforms and just
see what's new.
I think I'm ready to move past the chapter. I think we all are. And is Scott Perry? Are we getting anything?
No, nothing. Okay. Nothing. I mean, it's also 12-18. There's no trades that happen right there.
There has been.
There's one cool story.
I think the Durant Suns one.
The Durant Suns one was like 10 p.m.
And then
the Luka trade was at 9
was
p.m.
really late too.
But there's also been trades early in the morning too. I remember this is when I was 21.
Like 6 a.m. I feel like 9 a.m. East Coast time. They're dealing.
Yeah,
they're dealing.
I remember I was on a flight to New Orleans and it was super early, like 5 a.m. in the morning. And as soon as we take off, I get the notification that Kawhi Leonard got traded to Toronto. Which that was like the coolest thing, like getting a notification 6 a.m. in the morning and seeing Kawhi Leonard get traded.
Yeah, that was
a freaking sick one. So yeah, we'll see.
There's time. There's time. I'm just really curious what is Scott gonna do? What
about to find out.
Going to do, Scott? We'll find out in 12 hours.
Whew.
All right, if you made it this far, hit the like button, subscribe, and maybe we'll see you on the live tomorrow.
See you on the live. I hope these guys have a good time. I'll be working tomorrow, but I will be very much tuned in with the live with you guys.
Oh, wait, Archie, stand up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stand up.
If
Here.
you made it this far.
This is what we decided on wearing tonight. Look how cute we are.
Come on. Oh, come on.
Let's go.
Unfortunately, we didn't make it onto the denim cam.
Damn.
It's crazy because we actually have like the best
denim on denim on denim.
We have the best denim in the city. Yeah. Denim on denim on denim.
Denim on denim on denim.
And Dennis on Dennis on Dennis.
Keon now on with Dennis.
Oh, Keon.
We miss you, buddy.
Well, we'll see who we have on the team. Hey.
You never know.
What's
going on with Scott Perry's phone numbers?
Will John Morant be a King? Will Sabonis be in Toronto?
Stay tuned.
Will Grady Dick be on the Kings?
Woo! Oh, man.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.